Today's video is a very special one to me because I was gifted something very special by someone very special. And I am so excited to share this with you guys. I still can't even believe it. Yeah, it's just very overwhelming to me when people want to send me things, and I don't know, I don't think I'll ever get where I'm like, oh good, somebody else is sending me something. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel the same way about like PR type stuff, like people who like get so much of it. I think it disillusions you and you're kind of like, okay, what's the next thing? And so I feel like being a smaller creator and being able to really interact with your subscribers is so much more valuable. Obviously it's not money making, so if that's what your goal is, then I guess that's not really what you're looking at or looking for. But for me, that's what this is all about, is the relationships that I am making with people, and just I absolutely love it. And when someone sends me something, I'm just like blown away and so incredibly thankful. I mean, you could ask my family, like my kids and everything are always like, okay, mom, because I get so excited. And but they're like, my husband's always like, that's so cool, you know? And so yeah, so thank you guys so much for just your kind comments. Not even sending me things, but just the kind comments you give me and everything are they mean a lot to me. So I hope that you know that. So I had an amazing subscriber here. Her name is Maureen. I had her contact me on Instagram and tell me that there was something that she would like to send to me, and she was wondering if that would be okay. So basically, she watched Clara Barrera, who is an amazing friend of mine here on YouTube as well, whose channel I will link down below. She watched her do a look with the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity palette, and she fell in love with it. And she said, you know, I don't usually spend that kind of money on something, but since this was a less expensive Pat McGrath palette, which is still crazy expensive, by the way, she decided to go for it. And so she ordered it from Sephora, and when it came, 2 of the shadows were broken. So she contacted them and they sent her a new palette. So she said, even though 2 of them I repressed, would you be interested in having it? I knew right away I wanted to send it to you. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah. And so I just totally spit. I do that when I'm excited. I asked her ahead of time if it would be okay if I shared the card that she sent with me, and she said that would be fine. So I wanted to share this with you guys because, oh my goodness. So first of all, look at how cute she decorated this envelope. How adorable. Friends are angels in disguise. That's so sweet. Wait till you see this card. This is so cool. So this is the card. It has like little glitteries in it. Isn't that so cool? Little things excite me. I can't help it. And this is what she said. Shine bright, Danielle. Love, Maureen. Hi, Danielle, my little human sparkler. You are everything that shines, glitters, and sparkles in this world. And do you know why? Because you bring so much joy into the world by your kindness and sincerity. You make everyone feel uniquely special and beautiful in your presence. If anyone needs you, you're there to lend your support, prayers, and love. You were the first person I thought of to pass on this palette. One, you'd probably never purchase a Pat McGrath palette for yourself, and 2, because of all the beautiful shimmers and sparkly shades. Hopefully the 2 shades you can repress and still use, but still there are so many more that look beautiful. You are always doing for others. This one is for you. And you guys, that touched me so much. I cried when I read it. There's nothing to me that is better than bringing joy to other people, and that is something that I want to do. That's something I want to be. And when she called me a human sparkler, like it was like a month or so ago, I flipped out. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I was talking to my husband about it and stuff, and he's like, you know, just joking with me, and he's like, well, sparklers burn out fast though. And I said, well, it's not about how fast you burn out, it's about how many sparks you throw before you do burn out. And to me, sparks of joy, that's what I want to throw out. That's what I want people to feel when they're around me. I want to know that they're special. I want them to know they're special. I want them to know they're loved. I want them to just feel joy. And that joy, Christ is in me, and I'm so thankful. And so it's not me, it's him through me. And I'm so I get choked. I'm so thankful to be able to show that kind of love to others. And so that means so much to me to hear that people do feel that from me and do see that from me. And there's nothing more I could want. So Maureen, Thank you so much again. So today we are using my Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity palette, and I will be careful lifting it because two of the shadows she did repress, and I'm so glad that she was worried that they would, crumble when she shipped it, but they did not. So it was this one, and where can I see? This one over here. But they look great. I don't care. And I am so thrilled to have this palette. So we're just going to get into this. I already have my eyeshadow primer on, and I think I'm going to do kind of a pink and purple look today because I don't typically do that. And I'm actually getting ready right now to head out for my girls' shopping weekend, our annual trip. Actually, let me look at what time it is. 9:58. My mom's picking me up at 1, so I've got a few hours here, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to film because I've been dying to get into this palette and I have not been able to, and I haven't been able to film anything. So I'm like, no, this is happening today. Okay, so first I'm going to take this shade right here. And they don't have a name. Oh, yes, they do. I think it's Dragonfly. No. Venusian Orchid. I don't know. We're not going to worry about names because, yeah, first of all, because I keep having to lift it up and I don't want to have to do that. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get into doing a little look here. I'm so excited. So far, so good. But yeah, so I am getting ready to head out for my annual girls shopping trip. For those of you who've been around for a while, you probably are like, yeah, I know what this is. But for those of you who don't know, every year, all of the women 21 and over on my mom's side of the family take a weekend and we go stay in a hotel and we shop all weekend and just have ridiculous amounts of fun. And so it started out with just my mom and her sisters. She has 3 sisters and their mom doing it. Oh, I think they only did it 1 year, and then we're like, we should invite the girls, but they should be 21 and over. Well, I must have been 23. Yeah, because I didn't get to go by myself. There was somebody with me when I went. So I must have been 23 because my one sister and cousin are 2 years younger than me. And so anyway, we have seriously just so much fun. And so it's only family. When you marry into the family, you can come on the trip. There have been, over the years, different things like people, who are friends of the family and stuff saying, oh, I'd really love to go with you guys and blah, blah. And, we all discussed it together and decided, even though that's great and we're not trying to exclude people, there's just something special about it being just our family, something that is exclusively just us together. And so, we're like, it'd be great, to have a big shopping day where a bunch of friends go and stuff. But for this trip, we wanted to keep it, just our family. And so it's something very special that we all look so forward to every year. This year, things are a little bit different. Well, aside from masks and all that junk. But we decided, instead of staying in a hotel, because there's a hotel that we always stay in. I mean, we've tried a couple different ones over the years, but the one we typically stay in, we like, but everyone wakes up feeling terrible all the time. Like, everyone's eyes are bloodshot and they're really dry, your nose and throat and stuff is really dry. So I think like the air quality maybe isn't that good. Also, I think too, just being in a building with a pool is hard sometimes. This is a very pretty pink, and I noticed that I just go on and on and on with the same shade when I'm talking, so I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just, we all wake up not feeling well, and I always end up with a migraine. And so, people were kind of throwing around some different ideas for maybe going somewhere different, and just seeing how we like it. And so, that's a little bit too dense. Okay. I'm going to go into now this darker matte that's over here. There are only 3 mattes. The one I just used, that pink, and then there's that brown one right there, and then this one here. So if anything, like if I were to have a complaint about this palette, which I am not, I would just say, or if I think people would, it would probably just be the lack of mattes. But I've got a million other palettes with tons of mattes, so I'm not really that worried about it. But today I just want to use just this palette. Anyway though, so we kind of, you know, all talked and decided, yeah, why don't we try doing something different? Well, my mom and dad have for years had a membership to this camp, like association type thing. And then over the years, other of the aunts, actually, do all of them have it now? Maybe only one of them don't. They might all have it. I don't know. But anyway, and so we're like, well, what if we get cabins instead? And then, because I'm always like, several of us are always worried about like how loud we're being at the hotel, because we're loud. And, you know, we stay up really late. And I'm like, you know, I'm just thinking if I was somebody in a hotel and you had something going on, and especially if you had kids with you, I would want to like strangle us. So, it's like something several of us are always very conscious of, like, you guys try to be quiet, you know, kind of thing. So we're like, well, it'd be really nice to not have to worry about how loud we are. And then, also the price is insanely cheaper per person. So, we're talking like 50, well, I shouldn't say insanely cheaper, but like, it's like costing us half of what we typically pay. So, yeah, so we're like, you know what, let's do it. Let's see, you know, you have to bring your own bedding, and some of us are going to be sleeping on like air mattresses and stuff in these cabins, because there are beds, but I opted for, I don't mind sleeping on an air mattress. So you bring your own bedding and like your own towels and washcloths and that kind of stuff. No big deal. And then we're all doing, like, Saturday, we're all going to cook. We're going to go out to, today's Thursday, so not everyone is going up tonight, so we'll kind of just do whatever for food, probably just grab something somewhere. And then Friday, we're doing a big dinner out, all of us. And at like one of my favorite places, it's called Black Rock. And you like cook your steak on a rock that's hot. Oh, it's so amazing. And so we're gonna do that on Friday. And then on Saturday though, I'm doing a huge like salad with, you know, all the fixins. Sorry, I had a little cough break there. Not coffee break, but cough break. And a couple of different people are making like soups and like chili and that kind of stuff. And my one aunt is an amazing like baker and dessert maker, and so she's making a dessert. And so Saturday will be like, we'll all eat back at the cabins, which also saves money. And yeah, so we're just really excited to try something different, see, you know, what we think of it, and if we really love it. It's in a great location to like get on highways to get to the different places where we want to go to shop. Like Friday, we're gonna go, the ones of us that are already there are gonna go to like the town that we typically stay in, and do some shopping there, and then into the outlets that we usually go to. But then on Saturday, when everyone's together, we're going to different outlets that we've been wanting to go to. So we'll have, you know, lots of options for shopping. And so we're excited about that. And then we're like, you know, if we feel like we didn't get enough time somewhere, or we want to go to different stores or something on Sunday, those of us who want to. Some people live on the west side of the state. Almost all of my family lives on the east side of Michigan, but I have one or two cousins that live on the west side. So they usually drive over together. And they, you know, typically head out earlier than everybody else because they've got a long drive home, where we're only like an hour from home from where we go. So if we want to, we can go, yeah, back to some of the places we already were at, or go to some different stores or whatever. Because I love Christmas tree shops, and we usually do that on Sundays. So I'm like, that's kind of like a tradition. I feel like we need to do it. I always have this one little spot over here on my eye that makes eyeshadow look patchy when it's not, because the eyeshadow itself is not patchy. It's just always that one little spot. But that's pretty. You guys, I take so long to do my makeup. My mom was saying, she was watching one of my videos, and she's like, and you're just going and going and going. And I thought, I can never take that long to do makeup. I'm like, well, when I'm not talking, it doesn't take me nearly that long. But it's like, I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. So I'm just, I don't know, because I'm busy thinking about what I'm talking to you about. All right. Now I am going to go into, I think this shifty purple right here. Shifty. Because it's got kind of like a bluish to it too. And I have, I don't know if you can see it, this blue shirt on under here. Today I'm not dressed real cute and exciting because I am, there's just a few of us who are heading up early because we can get into the cabins and get everything set. And so it's just my mom and my one aunt and one cousin and I are going to be up there like way before everybody else. But so basically we're just going to the grocery store to get some stuff and then going to the cabins today. So I'm like, it's not a day for dressing super cute, but you can still have super cute makeup. But yeah, then the other days I have like cuter outfits. This is a very pretty blue purple shift. I like it. I like it. Hopefully you can see it. Of course, I'll come up close at the end, but yeah, so it should be a really fun time. Really excited about it. Maybe I'll go, I was thinking of a different color next, but nope, I think I changed my mind. But yeah, there's not going to be as many of us this year because we have a couple different, my grandma hasn't been feeling very well. She's been pretty sick, not COVID, but just like a really bad cold that was like respiratory or whatever. So she's not going because she's just too worn out. And then one of my aunts is supposed to be getting on a plane on Tuesday, and she was like, you know what? I'm so afraid of like if I got sick or something, because if, you know, they take your temperature and if you got a fever, you can't get on the plane and you don't get your money back or anything. And so she's like, I'm afraid, you know, like maybe I shouldn't chance it. And everyone's kind of like, yeah, I have to agree on that one. And okay, so I was going to go into like more like this pinky one over here, but I think I'm going to go into this purple one up at the top up here and see how that goes. That is one of the ones that's repressed, so not that that should matter, but oh yeah, I'm glad I did that one because that has like a purple blue. The other one's almost more pink purple shift, and this one's like purple blue. I don't know. I have a hard time telling, to be honest. It's pretty as heck, that's all I know. But yeah, so she won't be there, and either will my one cousin, who's her daughter, because they're all going to Disney. So yeah, not risking getting sick. Actually, my cousin is heading down today driving because she has a little one that, you know, they said if your child won't wear a mask, you can't get on a plane. Well, he just turned 2, and trying to get a 2-year-old to keep a mask on, she's like, I can't, you know, that's so stressful to even think about, like if we'd get there and he wouldn't do it and they wouldn't let us get on. So they decided to drive. So she won't be there either. And then I have one, my one cousin's wife is pregnant and she's due this month. So she's not coming because obvious reasons. And so there are going to be a little less of us this year than typical, but it should still be very fun. And yeah, so actually that will kind of mean more of us can ride in together. Now I kind of wish I had done the opposite with these colors because, well, maybe it doesn't matter. But I'm going to take a little brush and get it closer to the inside of my eye there. My stomach is growling like crazy because I haven't eaten yet. I don't usually eat before noon, so, and it's only, what, 10? But I've been up since 6, so my body's like, hello. Already got loads of laundry done and cleaned my kitchen and the main bathroom and uploading a video and all that good stuff. Feeling very productive today. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't typically do the darker closer to the center, but I don't hate it. All right, and so I'm gonna take this brush again and go back into the little bit darker shade there. Just kind of smooth things out. It's so funny because there will be noises that I think, oh gosh, you guys can hear on camera, like my stomach, but you probably can't hear it. Because when I watch back when I'm editing, I'm like, I shouldn't even say like, oh, sorry if you hear whatever, because you can't hear it anyway. Okay, so there is, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face and the rest of my makeup, And then we'll come back to do the under eye and the inner corner and all that good stuff and see what I come up with. Okay, it's always amazing to me how much better I look and feel with just a little bit of color on my face. Let's go ahead and smudge out a little of that darker matte underneath here just to tie that in. Yeah, I a lot of times tend to buy myself a lot of stuff on this trip, so by the time you guys see this, I will already be back. But so there will probably be a haul video coming quickly after this because, yeah, I Christmas shop, but I also always save up money, like, you know, like sometimes it's from selling stuff on Poshmark or whatever, that then I have that money to use when I go on my shopping trip, because let's be real, it's fun to buy stuff for yourself too. So, okay, and then I'm going to take that purple that I did more to the inside there. I'm going to use that right up close to the lash line. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. I love makeup. I will be doing pretty basic makeup while we're there for a couple reasons. One, I will not be taking a lighted mirror because it will just seem super extra. Like if my husband and I travel, I totally do, but, or my family or whatever, but this kind of stuff, I don't do that. And also, nobody else in my family has a love for, well, my grandma loves makeup, but you know, now that she's older, she doesn't wear it as much. And she never wore it like kind of crazy like I do. But like everyone in my family wears makeup, but you know, just basic makeup, which is fine. So no one really though understands my love and passion for it. And some people actually seem annoyed by it, which whatever. Weird to be annoyed by things like that, but yeah, so to save time for one thing, because I like to just get ready to go in the mornings, when there's so many of us getting ready too, I like don't take a lot of makeup. I'm actually taking, I can show you right now, I've got them right here. I am taking my Rubies, Bare, and Smoky palettes, my Profusion palettes. So that is what I will be doing my eye makeup with while I'm gone. Okay, and let's see here. So I think for the inner corner, I want to do something fun because I want to use another one of the colors. And I think this might just be light enough that I can use it and the colors will be similar so it won't clash. So let's try it and see. We shall see. I don't think this brush picks it up very well. There, that's better. Yeah, that color will work. It's darker than what I would normally put in my inner corner, but I just want to try using several of the shades because I didn't use too many. So obviously you're going to be seeing more videos with this palette because I want to really get into it. But I wanted to show it to you guys and I wanted to use it, and I figured a special day, since I'm getting ready for a little fun vacation with my family, that this would be the right time to debut it. And yeah, so there is that. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my eyes, mascara and liner and stuff, and then we will be back to see the finished product. Okay, and this is my finished look. So let me come up close and show you my eyes. So pretty. I love the shift in the shades. What do you guys think? And I decided to put my, oh no, I don't know what I did with it, but my ColourPop liner, and I want to say it's puppy, but I'm not positive, but it's kind of a lightish bluish purple, and I just thought that would bring a little more light to the eyes since they are a little more like on the dark side. And I love my first look with this palette. So Maureen, I hope that you enjoy what I did with it, and I cannot wait to get into more of these colors. You know I love like greens and that sort of thing, so like this green here and these golds and stuff. Oh, they're coming out to play and I cannot wait. So thank you again so much, Maureen. You're just amazing. And I'm so thankful to have met you through YouTube. And she doesn't have a channel. She did. I'd make sure that you head to it. But I'm just so thankful for just amazing people like you who just, you spread joy. You have brought me so much joy. And just your comments that you leave are always just like so uplifting to me. And I'm just so thankful. So I'm thankful for all of you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this, and let me know if you want to see more looks at this palette. Definitely the green and gold is happening. So whether you want to see it or not, I guess you don't have to watch if you don't want to see it, but it is coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm about to head out for my girls' weekend and I cannot wait. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.